What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your breakdown for your Black Friday 2024 character, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy. We knew he was coming, mainly because of this right here and this right here, and the fact that why would they do the Wyatt 6? There's 5 of them. That's another thing. Without actually having the leader in there, that would have been very, very weird, I must say. But all said and done, he's here. He's rare. He's extremely, extremely good. And he's Trickster. So if you get him, he's kind of like LA Bite. If you get him or Zombie LA Knight, your Trickster class is amazing. If you don't have them, then you got Ozzy and Donatello. But I love the lantern. Love the overall look. The mask is a little too green for me. I think it should be a little more gray, but, as in all of these pictures. But other than that, that's a minor quibble. He is a defensive trickster of the modern era, which is nice, like especially with the damage he can do. I think LA Bite was defensive as well, but again, he was so rare, I've forgotten at this point already. But this dude is S+ tier, so expect that he's spendy, expect that he's going to cost. He's also freaking amazing for 2 big reasons. 1, moves, and we're going to skip straight to it. 2, coaching ability. At 6 gold, moves and gems, including Trap Countdown and Juggernaut, that's a big deal, that generate multiply gems will create 6 more multiplied gems. Now keep in mind, for guys like OTC Roman, who create an area, 6x6 in that case, this isn't gonna do any good for him. But for everybody else, ones who say create blank random multiply gems or choose blank number of gems to turn into multis, Bo Dallas now makes you get 6 more. That's a lot of multiply gems. Also, multiply gems will do 60% more damage. So the trade-off is, compared to a Seth freaking Rollins, who's increasing the strength of them by 3. I'm sorry, not Seth freaking, Leonardo Rollins. Or like your zombies, you're still getting the 60% multiply gem damage, but you're not getting the color addition. But I promise you won't care if you're making 6 more. He's phenomenal. Links with Raw and the Wyatt 6, which is an incredible link. Multiply gems will increase their strength by 4. And he looks really good. Poster art is very good. Quick note as we get started. This test account does have both moments on it, and there's nothing I can do about that. So let me just say, if you've got Howdy, then you 99% chance, unless you just super lucked into him, which I'm hoping to tonight, then you've probably got Mercy and Ramblin', and everybody's got Pig Boys. So more than likely, if you've got Howdy, you can open this moment. Multiply gems increase their strength by 4, row break 200, black gems 50. Those actually don't come into play very much for his best move set. However, there is also the Wyatt 6 versus American Made, which, unless things change, as of this recording, this is a super spendy moment that very few people have. Moves that generate row break will do more, multiply gems 50%, but all gems do 50% more. So note that that's a little buff I can't take away. I'm going to tell you how I'm nerfing that in just a second. Okay, so let's take a look at his first move set here. I'm gonna make some moves to put it on screen right there. All right, his first move set is probably what I will use and nothing else, because it is just so stinking good. It needs one thing that was very available very recently. I hope you took it. So the Arrival 5 MP black move. Yes, black moves, and the drip plate's going to be available. We'll see. Anyway, deal damage. Choose one column to make into trap gems, which, if broken by your opponent, does a whole bunch of damage. You're not going to let your opponent break them in most cases. If broken by you, deals some damage. Not too bad there, but not that much. And increase your yellow gem damage by 288%. That's the big deal for one turn. Then deal more damage and increase your yellow MP by 4. That means all of these other moves are going to be loaded. So you're going to get the Crescendo, 5 MP yellow. Deal damage, choose one gem. And when I first saw that, I was like, that's got to be a mistake. It's not. You'll see why. To make into Snowfall gems, which will modify all gems below it into black gems when broken by you, and then deal damage, and choose a 3x1 area, which means you can't buff that with make more Pyro Gem coaches, to make into Pyro gems, which will modify all gems above it into yellow when broken by you. The Finale, 6 MP yellow move. Note that extra MP in there. We're going to talk about it. And deal some damage. Choose one gem to make into Row Break, and then deal damage and choose one Snowfall gem to destroy. So this is a very, very interesting, intricate, and interwoven moveset. On your entourage, you're going to want Woods to start loaded with your black move, and you need, and I'll tell you why right now, John Cena. The original OG Showboat John Cena that does all the things, right? Yellow gems do 45% more damage. That's more than most of your others, because most of them do 40 on the top end. But more importantly, yellow moves start with 2 more MP, which means that the Finale will load turn 1. So that is your big deal there. Then you're going to want as much yellow gem damage as you can possibly get. Brawny Stroface, Zombie Sammy, Muda. If you have him, Zombie CM Punk would be the most you can put right there. Also the Werewolf Ozzy. So there's a couple free choices and then a lot of really rare choices. But do what you can there. If you get him, you might. If you've got him, you probably have some of those guys because he's S+ tier. And then on the strap, here's what I'm telling you. So normally I always put a 50% gem damage strap on my characters. However, in this case, I would say this weekend, as of the exact weekend we're talking about right now, the release weekend of Black Friday for Bo Dallas, they put a 150% damage strap out there, which means 130s become less rare, which means the 100% gem damage straps arguably are very, very available to the community now. There's been a lot of events where you could get at least one 100% gem damage strap. Now, do you get a Modern Era Trickster? Well, Modern Era is the most common for getting those 100% straps. So arguably, I should have, maybe could have, put a 100% gem damage strap on there. However, since he does have the Wyatt 6 versus American Made moment, I'm nerfing that theoretically by only doing the 50%. So here's the one plate you need. It's the challenge of our rival. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, gain 3 yellow MP. That is a big deal for what we're about to do. And then the LA Bite, whenever you activate a yellow move, increase your yellow gem damage by 50%. I don't have that plate. It's super rare, but as soon as it comes back on Zombie Spring Outbreak, 100% I am going to go for that move. So now you've got this that should set up and reload itself pretty much flawlessly, I think. We're going to see what happens with this bad guy here. Oh, you know what? Actually, here's what we need. Let's take off Sammy. We do need one other thing. One thing that I almost missed because I just thought about it. And yeah, you're going to need Hogan or Rikishi, but really Hogan. You're going to need Hogan right here. So let's change that because we 100% need Hogan for this to load and recycle. So we're going to give up a little bit of gem damage here. And then hold on. I'm going to go right here and change our graphics. Boom. There we go. Yep, you need this because that's going to create enough that you get back your MP, right? Right? Very right. We'll see it in action. Let's see what happens. This is me testing him for the first time. So if I'm wrong, you know what? We'll see it. See it happen. We're going to go up against Big Papa Pump, who is 6-star gold. Hey, look, they got the Fireflies right off the bat. Nice. The rest of them started as fractals before they became fireflies. Either way, Bo Dallas looks super cool. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, he's got that weird mane, lion's mane of the mask coming up. Great stuff. All right. So you are going to drop this row of trap gems wherever you want, but I would put one of the sides right there would be good for me, I think. There you go. That's going to increase your yellow MP. Oh, you know what? I did not need Hogan. That's right. That's why we're doing it this way, because the black is going to automatically load the... Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm being silly. I'm being silly. Bam! There we go. Now this one's tricksy, Hobbit says, because you're going to lay the snowfall gem right there. Yeah, thank you. And then you're going to make this 3x1 area into pyros. You want to connect to yellow, but I don't want to connect to my yellow trap. Actually, it won't matter. Whatever. Right there is good. You want to connect to as many yellow as possible. Then you're going to do something a little bit weird. You're not going to throw down this row break gem to start. Hold on. Bam. Okay. So you would convert 11 because we have the moment. Realistically, it's 1. It should be 1. 1 gem, and you would put it right here. But we're not going to do that yet, and I'll show you why. Because we're going to now destroy this snowfall gem. We're going to make sure we don't cascade, hopefully. There we go. Now we're going to hit the black move again. And we're going to actually put it on the other side since we made a, one of these guys right here. Then, now we're going to put down our snowfall. Now we're going to do the full move the right way. But if you're counting buffs, which we're going to in a second here, you'll see now you can make a 3x1 area to pyro. Oh, man, I'm going to lose that guy right there. So it's actually a 2x1. Dang, this is good. I'm going to run this back. I'm going to take off Hogan in a second because I don't need him. Actually, I was right the first time. But again, running it right before your eyes here. Okay, so now we're going to make 1 row break gem because we actually don't need those other 11, 10 ones right there. There we go. Yes, that's fine. Now we're going to destroy this snowfall gem. So what we've done with the LA Bite plate, we have now buffed by 200%. With the move, we've gone 288% at gold. That's going to be 300. So let's just round it to the 600%. So 600% plus 200% buffs right now, right here. So this is going to do an insane amount of damage. There we go. No multis even needed for the William Regal effect. Yeah, that was 192 million, which means that is close to 400 million at gold. That's all you need right now. And then you've got the nice chuckling in the chair animation. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. That's exactly how you run that. That's going to be our 3-minute move set. I mean, it is so incredibly good. So incredibly good. So let me talk to myself for a second and let you listen to my thought process here. All right, so we are breaking the dam. So we're always going to be able to do this. So it's going to increase our stuff by 4. This guy, choose 1 gem, then deal damage, choose 1 gem, snowfall to destroy. We're going to need it reloaded. So we're going to make the black. We're going to reload the yellow. So that's where that's coming from with the plate. Challenge of our rivals. Yep. Okay, so we don't need Hogan. We don't. I was a silly Billy, even though my name isn't William. So let's go back. Let's go back to the days when everything was great. And put... No, we can't do that. All right. Go away. Go away. Let's do... I was going to say any guy who gives me 30% yellow, but my first option being the werewolf is going to offend some people. So let's go right back to him. Let's go right back here. And note, I'm also not doing gold. I'm at 6 silver. So let's run this without Hogan. Kind of go back to what I had before that graphic. There we go. And just see if it works, because I also want to run this again. This is so Trixie Hobbitses, and it's weird. It's fun. I always like when they do something unique. It does add to the time of how, obviously how long it takes you to run a certain thing. But, it still does some fun stuff. Some really, really fun stuff. All right, so we'll do that. Yellow gems are now at 107K. We're going to do this. Pow, pow, pow. And then this one we could actually connect to some yellows off to the side there. Probably should have put it in the corner, actually. Learning as I go, baby. Learning as I go. Don't throw the row breaks down. You're not going to make 11 of them on your account unless you have that crazy rare moment. And then select a snowfall to destroy. Bam, bam, Bigelow. Then do this again. Yeah, see, we do not need one row into trap gems. Yeah. Put that there. Now we do this. Put that there. Put that there. And now, all right, let's see what we got. Yellow gems are at 2.7 million, and we're about to buff them one more time. Dang. All right, you are a row break gem. You have changed your identity, and now you are a broken snowfall gem that's going to cascade this whole thing. Kapow, kablowy, kabloom. Yeah, look at that. All right. So that's insane amounts of damage. I mean, just absolutely insane. We're going to see if we can do anything else, because this guy's tricksy hobbitses. He's got lots of moves. He's got lots of things. That's the one, though, that is just wowzers levels of wowzer. So, yeah. All right, let's go check something else out. Your next moveset is going to be triple purple, and it's also weird, fun, unique, different, crazy, whatever you want to say here. So we're going to start with the 5 MP short arm clothesline. Deal damage, increase your purple MP by 2. We'll talk about that. Then deal damage and make 9 random gems into multiply gems of strength 9. That's great. Then you want the lariat clothesline. Deal damage, and it's a decent amount. I mean, it's, 200, no, it's only 200,000. Never mind. I thought it was 2.9 million. Never mind. And increase your purple MP by 2 again. So here's where this moveset gets interesting, right? Each one increases their MP by 2. Then deal damage again and make 19 random random gems into row break, 19 of them, which... yeah, with the moment, that's going to cause some problems there, actually. But that's okay. And then the Sister Abigail, deal damage, and that one is actually not that much. And then row break, then finisher deal, finally 2.13 million damage. That's the big one. And then destroy 19 random row break gems. This one, the moment actually kind of messes up a little bit, but we'll see it. It'll be fine. But here's how this goes. So you have to run triple purple to make this work. You've got to run the short arm clothesline, and then that's going to give you enough MP to run the lariat clothesline, which is then going to give you enough MP to run the Sister Abigail. It's kind of funny that way, right? But you're making 19 random row break gems. Yeah. And then you've got another 10 that are going to drop because of the moment. So that's 29. Then you're going to make 9 random gems into multiply gems. So where that might mess you up is, we'll have to test it here in a second. But if you, instead of the rock, create more multiply gems, and you might actually overwrite them. So this is how we're going to run to start, because we need 1 extra MP beyond Mr. Woods. So we need Woods. Then you're either going to need Santa Hogan or somebody like Rock. Purple moves start with 2 more MP. Rock I'm using even though he's super rare. This is an S+ tier character. That's the argument to be had there. I don't use rare characters on common characters, but when they're S+ tier, I think everything's fairly well fair game except for the Ghostbusters stuff. So purple moves start with 2 more MP. Multiply gems generated will increase their strength by 1. Then Seth Leonardo for multiply gems increase their strength by 3. And Mr. Zombie Bret Hart, the best there never was. Purple gems do 30%, 60% on multis, right? On the plates, there's a couple options here, but we're going to do the new ones. These are available Black Friday, so let's throw them on so you can see what they do. The Insatiable Hunger, whenever you make 6 or more row break gems, increase all your gem damage by 50%. And then the down the rabbit hole, whenever you break 7 row break gems, generate 22 random black gems. That's going to clear the board. The other option that I would highly recommend for this is the Bubba's Specs. Whenever you activate a purple move, increase your purple gem damage by 50%. The only big argument against this one is just the fact that he's not making purple gems. He's just blowing up the board. So you're not going to make the whole board purple. You're just going to hit the purple that are already there. But that is still a lot of them. So got my 50% gem damage strap on there. I would note that it's a good idea to have a purple Fury 2 with 200% because his finisher does have a hefty hit to it. And again, the American-made moment here is going to generate 10 more row break gems that won't be there normally. Plus, multiply gems do 50%. Plus, gems do 50%. So that's hitting a lot of extra boxes there. The Wyatt 6 moment, though, multiply gems will increase their strength by 4. So keep in mind, this moment is really buffing him up a lot. Yeah. So, but if you've got Uncle Howdy, the likelihood is you're going to have that moment unlocked because everybody got it. Just a matter of getting 4 of the Wyatt 6 characters. So Uncle Howdy counts as 1. You probably got the rabbit if you've got Uncle Howdy, and you surely have the pig boy. So the big question is, did you get the bird is the word? If not, hopefully he'll be available in future loots as the S tier characters have been. All right, so without 99 MP, you're going to have to run this in order. You're going to have to go for the first one here, which is going to throw out the multiply gems after it gives you 2 more purple MP. Those are times 17, good lord. Then you're going to have to hit this one to get your finisher loaded. And bam! That's an old Bray Wyatt special right there. Then it's going to throw out the row break gems. Okay, let's count here real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you do have enough. So we can run, if we want to check them out with the mashed potato instead, we can do that here in just a second. Then you're going to deal damage for every row break gem. Bonus damage at 711. I didn't talk about this. With the moment, you could theoretically argue that buffing your row break gems is going to be a better way to go. We'll test it and see. Then you're doing 6 million damage and destroying the row break gems. I'm really focused on the multis. However, notice not a single multiply gem landed on purple, which is his primary color. You should be able to break the whole board, and then we're going to throw down the black, and you've got all gems buffed based on the pig boy plate. So either way, we're going to run this a couple different ways because, yeah, you can do some things, but... So see, that took off 2 million, or no, yeah, 20 million, something like that. Then we're going to see it. Either way, he had about 60 million damage. That did 47 million. So that's 90 million, give or take, at gold, depending on how the row break's calculated. But still, almost 50 million at silver. So he's well over the 60 million mark no matter what you do. Another really good move set. That one, of course, skewed by the fact that we have that moment and I can't take it off. So, yeah, nothing I can do about the extra damage, but more so the extra row break gems. So, let's swap out our trainers a little bit. Entourage. Let's take him out and then instead put in Mosh so that we create more. Let's see, gem modifier. Where's my mashed potatoes and gravy? Hello, Mr. Mosh. Where are you? What the heck? Oh, gem modifier. I want generate gems. That's why. Although he technically should have the gem modifier one as well. Did I miss him? Let me know in the comments section. Mosh. Mosh. What the heck? Where are you? Seriously. Promise you there's one that creates Mosh creates multiply gems. I've seen it happen before. I swear it exists. Where is he though? If I've just like blanked and missed him multiple times now. Compelling video gameplay. There he is. Multiply gems will increase their strength by 1. Moves that generate multiply. Why does that say it doesn't work? It clearly just buffed it. Anyway, So I'm going to run it as is right here. Technically, you're going to need one more MP. So I'm going to run it like this. Assuming we could see some extra damage, you use a prop. This is what you're going to use, be able to use 99 MP era. You would need to swap out Brett or Seth for Santa Hogan without the 99 MP. But either way, I just want you to see it more than anything. So he had 67 million health, 67 million health. We've thrown a lot more times 17s, and at least 2 of them have landed purple, which is a big deal. There we go. Ooh, okay, so we still have 2 gems, 3 gems, 4 gems. We've got about 4 gems difference. So if there's ever anybody that makes even more multiply gems, Uncle Howdy does that, but he can't work on himself. Then you would want to, just kind of run things that way. But you have 4 spare gems. If you do beyond that, the row breaks will overwrite if you have all the things. So just fair warning, just for future reference, in case it ever comes up. There we go. So now we did 20 million damage off the break the row break gems. Do that. Break some black, which hopefully hits more purple. Yeah, they did. Thank you. 57 million. So at gold, you're talking 100-ish because the row break calculation is in that, and that's not going to go up significantly. But still, 57 to about, so we're saying about 100 million, give or take, at gold. So, yeah, not the 400 million we saw on the last move set, but still super good. We got one more to take a look at, though, so let's check it out. The last move set's also really fun. Double black, so yes, you could throw out a drip plate on it, but it doesn't actually make a lot of sense. I'll show you why. But anyway, so the Arrival 5 MP black, deal damage, choose 1 column to make into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, that's the big deal, you're going to deal 4 million damage. Wow. If broken by you, deal damage and increase your yellow gem damage by 288%. Then deal damage and increase your yellow MP by 4, which is going to reload the Mandible Claw, or load in this case, I guess. Then you've got the Running Cross Body Block. This is one we haven't seen. 5 MP trap move. Deal damage, make 36 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal damage and destroy 6 random trap gems. If broken by you, steal health. Then you've got the Mandible Claw Sub. Choose 7 gems to make into black submission gems, which is going to reload your other ones. While submission gems are on the board, you're dealing damage, and it is a decent amount of damage as well. So, we are going to look at your entourage this way. We're going to need woods to get started loaded with your black moves, and then Tatanka to make sure your yellow move gets loaded. So, yellow subs do 100% more damage per turn. Yellow moves start with 2 more MP. Logan Paul for any color submission does 50% more and lasts 1 more turn. And then I'm going to put Shinsuke on here to steal extra health. You can see it does buff the steal health on there to 539k per gem that gets broken of those 36. So that's not a small amount. It's going to be interesting the way this plays out there. You're going to notice the sub is basically doing 2.15 million for 5 turns. So that's a 10 million MP sub with 10 million damage sub with flawless return on it. But the big thing is the combination of the sub damage into the trap gem damage. Then we've got on the title here, you're going to want to swap this to a black, right, or yellow. Hold on, let me see the moves real quick. Let me see the moves one more time. I'm thinking myself, yeah, black, because it does damage. You don't want it to buff the sub. So you're going to want to swap out the purpley guy here for a black one instead. Right there, Fury 2s. You could also do a move damage strap on this one if you wanted to. Yeah. Anyway, then we're going to do the Baddest Jacket. Whenever you generate 3 or more subs, increase your yellow and black gem damage by 100%. And the Seal of the Acolyte. Whenever you make 6 or more sub gems, increase all your gem damage by 50%, just to make the most out of whatever gets connected on there. Most of the damage is coming from the trap gems. So you do have options like this one here. Whenever you break 20 or more trap gems, generate 20 black. Just depends on how it counts the breaking of the trap gems from the opponent breaking your gems, which then causes you to break trap gems, which is weird. You could also do the Barber's Blades. But again, there's not a whole lot in here. You know, if I'm missing something, let me know in the comment section below. Glad to be wrong, but there's not much else that's dealing with trap gems specifically in there. Similarly on here, you know, you could do whenever you break 15 or more, make 15 or more trap gems, increase your purple move damage, but again, you're not running purple. That would have been great if the purple connected in there. So not really anything else that I'm jumping out at that's like, ooh, you got to use that one. Again, if I'm missing something, let me know in the comments section below. That's what they're for. Tell me I could do it differently, but if you could do it better, that's even better. I'd rather him be better than what I show than, you know, be way out of reach. So anyway, all right. Last setup here, 99MP is going to have the sub loaded turn 1. Otherwise, it would not. So you would have to throw out your trap gems here. You're going to make one column, put them wherever you like. I'll do the right side there. That's going to buff your finish or your sub. Now your sub's loaded to go, but you're first going to do this bad boy right here. Now here's some trick to this. So you need to get back to 5 MP black. So you need to break 4 trap gems. However, if you break the trap gems that destroy your own trap gems, which is if broken by you, deal damage increase, blah, 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 then deal damage. Nope, it's this one. Make 30 if broken by your opponent, deal damage, and destroy 6 random trap gems. If broken by you, still health. Okay, so never mind. We're actually okay. So we just need to match 4. We just need to match 4. So I would do maybe this and this. And then you're going to want to throw your sub gems. That's going to get broken. I don't want to break too many of these trap gems. So I'll do... let's see here. Do that. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, because I don't want too many on the board, but I also don't want to break them instantly. Because I want him to break as many of these trap gems as possible. Ooh, that did a lot. Wow. So that just went instant destruction. So he didn't go down turn 1, but we are reloaded, and I did take a good 30-something million of his health. So it's not like that was a small amount at all. Now the trick is, though, when I throw this down here, you're going to see that it doesn't buff the sub all the way. So we do have to eat 1 turn and see what happens with that. You know, definitely already don't like this moveset compared to the others, but, you know, we still health. He causes problems, and he just ended himself. So there you go. Oh, wait, he's pinning me? I thought I was pinning him. Either way, he destroyed himself. Now our sub is ready. So now we end him no matter what. So it's not super long. It's definitely quicker for a sub than some. You know, it's good. But again, I mean, you got those other 2 movesets. And particularly that 400 million hitting moveset. Wow. Anyway, so thoughts on Uncle Howdy. Well, if you have been watching the series of videos that we're doing on what's the worst class, what's the best class, likelihood is the best class videos are coming out after this one. But I definitely note that for tricksters, you're really in the 6-star gold meta down to Ozzy and Donatello. And both of them are very good and very freely accessible. So Trickster has 2 like ace in the hole categories there. Beyond that, though, it drops off hard. There are a few that you might go, well, what about this guy? What about that guy? But for the most part, most of your tricksters, even some of the best ones from previous metas, are not super relevant anymore. So you have 3 other than Howdy. The other one being L.A. Bite, but he is definitely rare, like super rare. So is Uncle Howdy, though, theoretically. I mean, theoretically, this is going to be S+, he is an S+ tier, so he's going to be a super, super rare. He's your Black Friday character, which means he's, again, super rare. So you've got 2 freely accessible characters that are very stinking good in Trickster class, and now you've got 2 extraordinarily good top-end characters that are just way, way out of reach for most. So that's where Uncle Howdy falls. He is up there with L.A. Bite, maybe better than LA Knight. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're going to power rate him on Friday, which is tomorrow where I am, and probably tomorrow if you're watching this the day it comes out. But I would say perhaps best trickster in the game. He's certainly up there. He and LA Bite for your premium tricksters are number 1A and number 1B, one way or another. And then Ozzy and Donatello are 1A, 1B for your freely accessible characters. So definitely a buff to the trickster class. And that 400 million damage build is just, oh my goodness, it's great. So yeah, that's where Uncle Howdy falls. I'm glad to have him in the game. I hope I get him. I hope you get him. And I hope you find this video helpful, because we truly try to be helpful to this community, because we love this community. We love you, and we definitely appreciate you watching this whole video and sharing it with your friends and faction mates and anybody else who will watch it just to help us out, because it truly makes a difference to us. And we hope that you have a great Thanksgiving and an awesome Black Friday Funhouse weekend. See you next time. Bye.